morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching News Tonight with your host Prasiddhi Mutkal. First up, the top 5 headlines we are covering this hour. An interesting case seen in the Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly. The assembly was seen acting like a court. Gave judgment in 19 years old case. India's per capita income doubled. It reached Rs 1,72,000 at the current price. Claim made in NSO report. Shocking news about coral bleaching. 50% decline in global corals. Sea temperature rise said to be the reason. One of the next 3 years will be the warmest. El Nino is the reason. WMO made these claims. And Women Business and Law report released. The purpose is to trace countries that have implemented gender equality legislation. World Bank publishes this report. The Uttar Pradesh Assembly was converted into a court and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Suresh Khanna imprisoned 6 policemen for 1 day, till 12 midnight. During the hearing, all 6 policemen were asked to stand in a palisade. In an unfamiliar development, the Uttar Pradesh Assembly turned into a courtroom on Friday, where it awarded imprisonment for a day to 6 policemen in connection with a breach of privilege notice given by then BJP MLA Salil Vishnoi in an almost 2-decade-old case. The breach of privilege notice dates back to 2004 when Vishnoi was leading a delegation to submit a memorandum against power cuts in Kanpur to the district magistrate Kanpur Nagar when the police personnel misbehaved with him. India's per capita net national income at current prices for 2022-23 stands at INR 1,72,000 according to estimates from the National Statistical Office NSO. This marks an almost 100% increase from the per capita income in 2014-15, INR 86,647, when the Narendra Modi government first came to power. However, uneven income distribution remains a challenge, with most of the increase benefiting the top 10% of the population. Apart from unequal distribution, inflation is also a concern. You are looking at GDP in current prices, but if you account for inflation, the increase is much less, said noted development economist Jayati Ghosh. Australia's Great Barrier Reef has lost more than half of its coral since 1995 due to warmer seas driven by climate change, a study has found. Scientists found all types of corals had suffered a decline across the world's largest reef system. The steepest falls came after mass bleaching events in 2016 and 2017. More mass bleaching occurred this year. There is no time to lose. We must sharply decrease greenhouse gas emissions as soon as possible, the researchers said. The World Meteorological Organization (WMO) predicts a 93% chance at least one of the next 3 years could be the hottest on record, with overwhelming odds of a temporary breach of the 1.5 degrees Celsius warming threshold. During an El Nino event, the sea surface temperatures in the equatorial Pacific Oceans become warmer than normal. This weakens the trade winds above the sea surface, creating an air pressure difference which is then carried around the world and affects different regions differently. In India, it is mostly responsible for heat waves, poor monsoons and droughts. Recently, the World Bank released the Women, Business and the Law 2023 report. The report relies on 8 indicators to measure if women are on equal standing with men. A perfect score of 100 on the index means that women are on an equal standing with men. Only 14 countries scored a perfect 100. India scored 74.4 in the index, which was higher than the 63.7 average for the South Asian region, but lower than Nepal, which had the region's highest score of 80.6. Time for a short break. Please don't go anywhere because coming up.
माँ, दवा खा ली?
हाँ, खा ली।
अरे तू दही देना।
दही तो नहीं है, तुम्हें कहा था लेकर आना।
ओ, भूल गया। माँ, नीचे की दुकान से दही ला दो ना प्लीज।
आज बिना दही के खा लो ना।
बिना दही के मजा नहीं आता।
हाँ तो मोनू ले आएगा। मोनू?
मोनू कार्टून देख रहा है ना?
कार्टून देख रहा है तो?
माँ प्लीज।
ठीक है, लेके आती हूँ। क्या ज़रूरत थी माँ को भेजने की? इस उम्र में इतना चढ़ना उतरना।
डॉक्टर ने कहा है माँ को वॉक करने के लिए। अपने लिए नहीं, मेरे लिए तो कर लेगी।
माँ थाम ले मेरी उंगलियां, दिखाऊं तुझे मैं दुनिया। माँ थाम ले मेरी उंगलियां, दिखाऊं तुझे मैं दुनिया। सुनाऊं तेरी कहानियां, दिखाऊं तुझे।
थक गई?
सब समझते मैं तेरी तरकीबें।
मेरी शैतानियां, ओ माँ, माँ थाम ले मेरी उंगलियां।
Welcome back. You are watching news tonight. Before going on break, we told you that the Ministry of Electronics and IT is reportedly working on a ChatGPT powered WhatsApp chatbot to help Indian farmers learn about various government schemes. According to the Indian Express, a small team called Bhashini is testing the WhatsApp chatbot powered by OpenAI's ChatGPT. For those unfamiliar, ChatGPT is a chatbot that leverages artificial intelligence to offer answers to complex queries in a conversational and simple way. Recently, Microsoft announced that it would integrate ChatGPT's underlying technology into its Edge browser and Binge search to let users get results and online material with the help of AI. This chatbot will also let users send a question via voice notes. This will help numerous farmers in India who may not be familiar with typing on smartphones. Founded by Rabindranath Tagore in 1921, Vishwa Bharati University will soon get the heritage tag from UNESCO to take the distinction of world's first living heritage university. Vishwa Bharati University Vice Chancellor Vidyut Chakraborty said, "The university is going to be declared a heritage university. It will be world's first heritage university." Chakraborty said, "Everything has been done except the formal meeting that will take place either in April or May." Normally, heritage tag is given to a dead monument. For the first time in the world, a living university which is functioning is going to get the heritage tag from UNESCO. Amul celebrates Oscar win of The Elephant Whisperers with adorable doodle. Indians were left overjoyed after the documentary film The Elephant Whisperers won the Oscar in the Best Documentary Short Film category at the 95th Academy Awards. Notably, Amul is known for creating unique graphics and posters on trending topics across the world. Keeping up with the tradition, Amul shared an adorable doodle celebrating the triumph of the documentary that depicts an unbreakable bond between two abandoned elephants and their caretakers. The doodle features the cartoon versions of director Kartiki and producer Guneet Monga. Guneet Monga also reacted to the adorable post and said, "So epic, thank you." Mrs. Chatterjee vs. Norway, an update on Rani Mukherjee's film. The makers of Rani Mukherjee's Mrs. Chatterjee vs. Norway shared an update about the film on Saturday. The actress who was last seen in Netflix documentary The Romantics will play the lead role in the film, which is based on true events. It chronicles the main character's struggle and fight against a nation for her children. Sharing a new look of Rani Mukherjee from the film, the makers wrote, "In a real-life story of resilience and courage, Mrs. Chatterjee takes on an entire nation to protect her children. Witness her fight on March 17, 2023. People are saying that Rani Mukherjee has outdone herself this time in Mrs. Chatterjee vs. Norway." Norway dance group's performance inside Mumbai local train takes internet by storm. The Quick Style, which set the internet ablaze last year with their excellent dancing skills, has been touring different cities across the world. The viral dance group is currently visiting India, much to the excitement of fans and followers. After shaking a leg with Virat Kohli on the song Ishq by Stereo Nation, another video of them performing in a Mumbai local train has taken the internet by storm. In a video posted on their official Instagram account, the men can be seen dancing to the catchy track Leke Pehla Pehla Pyar on the Mumbai local as passengers on the train watch them with curiosity and amusement. That's all for today. We'll be back with some more news updates tomorrow. Until then, stay tuned.